Huge weekend planned for the Echuca Harness Racing Club Cup Weekend, I suppose, and an extended weekend going right forward. Absolutely stoked. Shane Gloury to join Campbell's comments. We actually did do an interview about 12 months ago in very different circumstances. Firstly, welcome, mate. Thank you very much for joining me.
No worries, Paul. Always good to talk to you.
It's amazing 12 months. I was actually just thinking, as I was saying that, it would be because we organised a prize for Team Teal, which is actually on at the minute.
On right now.
Yeah, and I went to the golf club and it was beautiful. There was people. Everything was normal. It's amazing what 12 months can change, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you're right, mate. I do remember that day very well, and it was pre-COVID. Little did we know at that time what the next 12 months would hold, and it's fair to say that a lot of water has flown under the bridge in the last 12 months, but hopefully the worst is behind us, and hopefully we're starting to come out the other side.
We're here to promote a great weekend that you guys have got combined. It's in conjunction with the VHRC, Benstud, and the Rich River Golf Club and the likes. Just quickly, Shane, how has the golf club been able to handle and some of the challenges you guys have been faced through the COVID, mate? How has that been this last 12 months?
Yeah, mate, look, it's been a challenging period. Unfortunately, with border closures for border communities have wreaked havoc, to be perfectly honest. So it doesn't matter whether it's the New South Wales government that's shutting the border down or the Victorian government that's shutting the border down. Either poses a significant disruption to border communities. So, for about 4 months last year, from July through to November, we had New South Wales police on the border on the Echuca Bridge, and then for some 3 to 4 weeks in January, we had Victorian police on the bridge. And either way, it creates significant disruption and is not good for business, or particularly businesses that are in tourism, that rely on tourists and our business as well, and truly like that. So, no, it's definitely been a challenge. A lot of our business comes from golf visitation, and when you can't get the visitors to come up from your core market, which is Melbourne, because they can't cross the bridge or Dan won't let them out of Melbourne, that makes it hard. Fortunately, the federal government's JobKeeper has made it easier to survive. Thankfully, the feds have come through and JobKeeper certainly helped and assisted. In between, for the few months here and there where borders have been open, underlying trade has been very strong. So that part of it's been good. We just need the borders to stay open and Melbourne to stay out of lockdown. And hopefully, now that a vaccine is here and is starting to be distributed, hopefully, mate, the worst is behind us, and we can move forward in hopefully a new COVID normal, so to speak.
Absolutely. I think I threatened that I was going to come and stay for a couple of days. I actually may do that. I won't be trackside or any of the rest. I actually have got commitments Saturday and the Sunday of that weekend, but it's going to be a great weekend that you guys have all got to plan. How did this weekend come about? Firstly, old heads getting together, old harness racing heads getting together?
Yeah, no, look, it's been a case of that, Paul. Look, Rob Oliver and I, we've probably been in discussions for nearly the last 12 months now. Obviously, Rob is the general manager of the VHRC, and Rob is obviously, very well connected and doing a fantastic job in his role. The event at Crown Casino going back, about a month ago was exceptional, attended by, some 550 people. So Rob's very, very keen to get the social side of things back in the harness racing. And we thought that there was a really good opportunity to create a weekend to coincide with the Echuca Cup being on the Friday night, I should say, and then to incorporate a golf day on the Saturday, and of course a golf day at the River Golf Club just across the border in Moama. Then look to have a function on Saturday night, a dinner where we can all get together, enjoy each other's company, have a few drinks. There'll be a bit of a band that will be in attendance at that event, and that event will be held at the Moama RSL. And then on the Sunday, a yearling tour is organised to inspect the yearlings, the yearlings that will be going through the nutrient sale, the upcoming nutrient sale at Benstud on the Sunday. So, look, it's a really good opportunity to get the harness racing participants and owners, and in particular members of the VHRC, to get together and have a fantastic weekend in Echuca Moama. And of course, it all coincides with the Echuca Pacing Cup on Friday, the 19th of March.
And what's planned basically is old harness racing people who know each other and all the rest, come and enjoy it. But try and bring some new people with you and show them what a fun weekend harness racing can be.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Paul. We're keen to see both old and new alike. So on the Friday night, the VHRC, they're going to have a marquee on course, and there's going to be a 2-hour happy hour where there'll be complimentary finger food and also drinks for all VHRC members that are in attendance. So, and the VHRC, I understand they'll have some material coming out tomorrow on this. So, yeah, fantastic opportunity for VHRC members to get trackside for the night of the Echuca Pacing Cup. And there will be, a 2-hour happy hour and finger food. And I also understand that HRV has contributed also to that, which is excellent. So hopefully, we can see a number of members trackside for the Echuca Pacing Cup. It'll be a great meeting. It always is. And I'm sure everyone in attendance will have a great night. But as well as that, the weekend doesn't finish there. As I said, on Saturday morning, there'll be a breakfast on out at Rich River, followed by a golf day. And I know that golf day will be keenly contested, so it always is. And, spaces for that are limited. We've only got 40 places available, so if you are keen, you better get in and reserve your place fairly quickly. And then on Saturday night, we'll get together and, there'll be a function on at the Moama RSL with a 2-course dinner. There'll be music and entertainment. I understand that Dan Malecki will be in attendance. I understand that there'll be other prominent racing and harness racing people in attendance there, and Robert was in the process of organising all that. And then we can get out on Sunday morning and view some of the top lots, I'm sure, that will go through the sales ring at the nutrient sale from Benstud. So, it promises to be a fantastic weekend.
I think the best part about that weekend is a fair bit of diversity and the rest. The golf package is limited to 40 people. I think people got to be aware this is a big sacrifice in a way from the Rich River Golf Club, because this is prime time, especially coming out of COVID. But even in a normal year when COVID hadn't been around, this is prime time golfing time. So it's a very big thing that Rich River have actually done. I know you're the GM, so technically you'll probably fob it off a little bit, but it's prime time. So the golf course is going to be in pristine condition. It's going to be the right time to be playing golf, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it certainly is, mate. Certainly the month of March is probably the busiest month that we have at the club for golf and golf visitation. So, the fact that we've locked away 40 spots there for the Rich River Golf Day. I know when we were planning the event, Rob said to me, look, can I have 100 spots, because I reckon I'll get 100 people there. And I said, well, look, Rob, the problem that I've got is that this weekend is normally full, and I've had to pull a few strings in order to free up the 40 spaces. But look, it is a busy time. The course is in really, really good condition at the moment. We've had some good spring rain, and that has meant that the course is, a lot of the locals that have been up here and been members of the club for all 40 years of the club's duration are telling me it's the best they've ever seen the golf course. So, it'll be the golf course will be in tip-top condition in a few weeks' time.
I would say that'd probably be one of the plus sides to COVID is that you wouldn't have had half the traffic on it as well. So it's probably had a great time to recover and recoup and be in pristine. If you're thinking of going to this weekend and you're thinking, oh yeah, but she's not that keen on coming and playing golf, Echuca has so many things to offer. Echuca and Moama have so many things to offer for people to be able to do, from health spas to great cafes, great eateries. There is so much to do. I used to live there, so people might say, oh, you're making this up. It is a beautiful town that definitely has so much to go. So if you want to go there and play some golf with some harness racing people, and you're worried what she may want to do, or and conversely, the ladies might want to play the golf, and he may not be that keen. There's plenty to do in Echuca, especially on a Saturday morning, isn't there?
Yeah, no, mate. Echuca Moama is a fantastic region. Like you said, there's plenty to do. There's wineries, there's paddle steamer trips. There's plenty of activity to do down on the river. So if golf is not your thing, or golf is not her thing, don't despair. You'll find plenty of activities that you can do for that period of time, where myself and about 40 others will be out on the golf course and enjoying ourselves. So, there's an abundance of activities up there. And given the events of COVID, it has been obviously a tough 12 months for everyone. It'd be fantastic, I think, for a lot of people to be able to get away for a couple of nights, be part of some great harness racing at the Echuca Pacing Cup, and then catch up with some, fantastic company and fantastic harness racing people over the next couple of days as part of the events that we've got planned.
I think one of the great things that you said there is a night away from a harness racing venue, but with harness racing people watching harness races. Whether Dan Malecki's going to do some tipping phantom calls, or he's just going to sit back and enjoy himself with everyone else, not in the suit and tie sort of affair either, just a nice dinner. And have a little bit of fun and get around together in that sense. And then the next day, I'm shameless. I don't care too much. Benstud doing a lot of stuff with me, and also so does Nutrien. I'm doing a lot for Nutrien to be able to get there and have a look at the draft of about 50 yearlings on that Sunday. That's going to be terrific. And if you try to convince she who must be obeyed into whether or not you can buy a yearling, this is the way to do it with other people, and just say, this one would look good, darling, in your colours, and you can go from there. It could be the way to do it, couldn't it?
No, absolutely right. You, often, when you see the yearlings in the flesh for the first time, particularly in advance of the sale, it's amazing how the Minister for Finance can be talked around via various means. So, no. Look, there'll be some fantastic lots that'll be on display at Benstud on the day. Every year, Benstud produce some of the top lots that go through the sales ring, and I'm sure this year will be no exception. And it'll be excellent to see them in the flesh, at Benstud on the day, only a couple of weeks before they go through the Nutrien sale ring.
I think also there's going to be some of the guys from Nutrien will be there as well, so it'll get people a great insight into how this new company is going to be. Shane, thank you, for your time for this. And this is the 19th to 21st. You'll be going Friday night, all day Saturday, play some golf, sit around, purely harness people and have a good weekend away from the horses and the likes. And then Sunday morning, have a barbecue and look at some yearlings with Benstud. It's going to be terrific. It's great that you're dipping your toe back into harness racing, mate. You're a very popular figure for a lot of people. For those who aren't aware, you are on the board at Shepparton Harness Racing Club, which is just a great little thing. I'm rapt that you're back, mate. I think it's good, and I hope you're enjoying being back in harness racing.
Yeah, no, look, I am, Paul. It's good to be back. I never completely drifted away. I've always, I suppose when I finished with HRV and went to Rich River going back, a few years, I probably just took a little bit of a step back there for a little while, but together with Susan, my wife, we've recently, over the last 12 months, we've increased our team. Sue's now training 6 horses. We own most of them. We're breeding a couple, got a couple of yearlings that are out there, and we're looking to slowly but surely build our team. I enjoy racing them. I enjoy trying to help Sue out, on the practical side of things, and I'm learning a thing or two there, which is great. But no, it's once it's in the blood, it never gets out of the blood, mate. It's always there, and I'm certainly enjoying it from this side of the fence, and look forward to the next few years for sure.
Absolutely. And from my point of view, I must say thank you, because a couple of times I've asked for some things, and nothing's ever an effort for you, mate. I really appreciate it, including doing this interview. If anyone wants to know, the official time is 10:30 on a Sunday night, so you've put yourself out, which I really truly appreciate. Is one Stephen Hunt going to be at the golf day?
Look, I know that I'm fairly certain that Sooty is going to be there. He was in doubt a little bit early on, but I think he's managed to wrangle a few things with his work and might have managed to get a few rosters shifted. So, Sooty was a major player up there last year. He does perform well fresh. He tells me that he hasn't played a game since last year's event. I'm very much hoping that we will see Sooty there, and I'm sure that we will.
Paul Dobson's doing a little bit of stuff behind the scenes with VHRC as well, Kelly Partners. I went looking for one of my hats. I wear that many hats, and I haven't got a Kelly Partners hat on, but I know Dobbo is doing some stuff. I put Sooty out there, mate, because there's a fair chance your face is going to be on one of his little gifts that he does from time to time. Yeah, you're aware of it too. No one, Steve Hunt. There will be something going on. But anyway, Shane Gloury, thank you very much. As I said, Friday the 19th is Echuca Cup Pacing Cup night. Make sure you're there trackside. If you can't have the weekend, go there anyway. If you're a member of the VHRC, there will be a happy hour for 2 hours. I don't know, do you have to book for that at all, Shane, or is it if you rock up and you're a member?
Yeah, look, we are asking people to book. It will just help from a catering and a numbers point of view. So, the VHRC, they should have some information out tomorrow. I do understand that all members will receive an email, and there should be some information out on the website. So, It would be preferable if members can book. That will just help the VHRC coordinate with the Echuca Club just for catering purposes. So yeah, for all members out there, please review your email. Hopefully by this time tomorrow, all members have got an email and there's some information on the website outlining the itinerary of events across the whole weekend. But certainly encourage everyone to get up to Echuca for the 19th, 20th and 21st of March. It will be a good weekend, and hopefully in the years ahead it will continue to go from strength to strength.
Absolutely. Try and grow a big weekend and put a few weekends away where we can. Mildura, these sort of weekends, and trying to build on a profile. So that's the 19th at the Echuca Cup. The 20th, you go play golf. You go out for tea with some harness racing guys. Have a good night. Get up Sunday. Go drive across to Shepparton to Benstud and spend the day there looking at some yearlings, and just have a great weekend. Have a lunch. Be home early Sunday night, and be able to kick back and enjoy yourself. So it just seems a simple, good weekend to get away, doesn't it?
It does, mate. Very good excuse to get away. And as I said, we haven't been able to do too much of this over the last 12 months due to COVID. So, it'll be a fantastic weekend, I've got no doubt.
Shane Gloury, thank you very much, mate. I've appreciated catching up with you, mate.
No worries, Paul. Always good to talk to you.